The prop trading industry has exploded in popularity over the past few years, but many people believe that 90% of prop traders fail. And that is why these prop firms are so profitable, because they're collecting all of these challenge fees, all of these evaluation fees, because there are significantly more traders that fail than win. However, is that really true? There's a very interesting study that I found that surveyed 400 to 500 prop traders, and the revelations are very different. And what they show us is that perhaps, more prop traders are succeeding than losing. And that, there's a very interesting kind of dynamic for why this happens, and, why some traders are doing better than others. So in this video, I want to share with you the survey, the results, and what I think about, some of these interesting kind of revelations that come from this survey. But before I do so, if you're not a subscriber of our channel already, please subscribe, hit the notifications bell for updates if you're interested in prop trading tips and prop trading news. Okay, so for those of you not familiar, finance magnates have been around for a very long time, and they are basically an industry rag, and they report on developments in the retail trading space. So they are trusted, legitimate, and they've been around for a while. This poll that they reported on, an exclusive report, is not conducted by them. It is conducted by PipFarm, which is a relatively brand new prop trading firm. But, they've researched the results, they've plotted it in some very interesting tables that I think we will all learn from. So I did a little research on PipFarm. I'll be the first to admit, I really don't know too much about them. I do know that they're based out of Singapore, which, I kind of like. Prop Firm Match have them as unlisted. And they said, they are unlisted either because they haven't looked into them yet, or they decided not to list the firm. Take it for what it's worth. I'll let your own judge make this. I think it's more because they're new than anything else. And then also, it says from here that the founder is the ex-COO of C-Trader. So, that's not bad. And I looked on, Google. They've got an okay Trustpilot rating, 4.3, 19 reviews, not a lot. So, they are a relatively new firm. But what I want to talk about today that I think is interesting to us is really the results of their survey. Now, you have to understand that they conducted a survey amongst their own traders, and they probably did it to shed positive light on the firm and maybe to get a little bit of PR. Still, I found the results interesting enough to share them with you. So they found that 41% of the prop traders that they surveyed, which is 459 traders, not a small amount, are profitable, which, is significantly more than the 10% that everyone believes. Everyone believes that 90% of prop traders lose money and 10% make money. According to their survey, 41% of traders actually make money. And that usually the study participants trade with 2 to 5 different prop firms, which means that, they're because PipFarm is new, they may have traded with other prop firms, or they trade different asset classes like forex and futures, or they just like to spread their risk around, and maybe they like a few different prop firms for a few different reasons, or they're trying different ones to find which ones they like. Regardless, they have spent an average of $4,270 according to this table on prop trading challenges. And this also indicates that usually people don't succeed on the first try. They spend, maybe quite a bit of money before they actually succeed. And that's probably where the 90% statistic comes from, which is that, usually 90% of the people who try the first time lose. And it takes a couple tries to actually succeed. The good news is that a lot of prop firms are starting, because of competition in the industry, to offer free what we call demo accounts, where you can paper trade these demo accounts and learn the platforms, try to see if you can get it right and see if you can, start to make money before you pay their challenges. So definitely seek out those firms. And that 35% of traders do not receive a payout, which means that 65% do receive a payout. And that the money earned, the total investment earned by the poll respondents is $7.6 million. It's a really big number, after having spent $1.9 million. These numbers are very big. I'm not sure if they're accurate, but they definitely are aimed at showing that these prop traders can make quite a bit of money. Now, what I do find interesting is that the question about how did you get introduced to trading? And it found that 51% actually has traded forex and CFDs first, and about 19% had traded crypto first before getting into the prop trading space. And that only 14% had started trading as a result of being introduced through the evaluation firms. So these more profitable traders have had experience trading forex and CFDs or crypto first before actually trying these prop trading challenges, which may be the reason why they're succeeding more. And what this suggests to you as a prop trader, in my opinion, is that get some, practice time in with some demo accounts from these forex CFD traders or from these prop firms before you actually pay money for these evaluations. Also, nearly half of the respondents, 45%, trade both their own accounts and funded accounts. And I also found this very interesting and very accurate because I've been interviewing a lot of prop traders and I've been talking to them, and they told me that there's kind of an evolution in the phase of a prop trader. First, what you do is you start by trading these forex and CFD accounts. So you've traded a little bit before, and you see this offering by these prop firms where you can control a lot of money for a very little bit of money, and you may not have access to $100,000 of capital. So instead, you can pay a couple $100 and pass the challenge and get to be able to trade a couple $100,000 in capital up to a couple million, and participate in maybe 80 to 90% of the profits. And then they start to realize that, I'm doing well. And, I don't want to be restricted to these rules that these prop firms have. And so they end up trading both their own broker accounts alongside their prop trading accounts. And that's why, 45% of these respondents, and the numbers show it, trade both their own funds as well as their funded accounts. And 68% of them trade more than one prop firm at a time. So they don't put all of their eggs into one basket. So I think that's very, very interesting. So let's talk about the profile of an average prop trader. So usually it says that how many prop firms do you trade with at the same time? And usually it's between no more than 2 or 3. I think it's probably too much to manage more than 2 or 3. And so usually no more than 2 or 3 prop trading firms at the same time. What features do you seek in a prop firm? What matters to you the most? And it seems like clear rules is very important. Fast payouts are very important. And believe it or not, lowest price is not the most important. They prefer to have clear, transparent rules and fast payouts over a good deal. And there's a couple other information here, like, the significant payout proof is important, but not as important as clear rules and fast payouts. What features do they hate the most? What features do prop traders hate the most? Number one is they hate trailing drawdowns. And they hate it because, if they win, they win. They don't want to have this trailing drawdown basically limit, their trading strategies. They hate consistency rules because maybe this makes it really difficult to trade swing or different strategies within this one account. They hate the news trading restrictions. They hate profit cap. And they hate max risk per trade. How long does it usually take for them to feel comfortable trading on a new platform? Usually within about a week is when it takes them to feel comfortable. So what this tells you is that, don't just pay the challenge. Try the demo and the paper trading accounts for a week and become comfortable with them. Learn how to place orders. Learn how the platform works before you pay the challenge fee. And on average, don't expect to pass the first challenge because according to nearly half of the traders, and almost 60% of the clients actually lose capital, and they spend, over $4,000 on challenges before actually, getting it right. But, according to this, it's a high reward game because they, PipFarm says that respondents collectively invested $1.9 million in challenges and ultimately earned $7.6 million. And, so I think this is, kind of interesting because if you have basically $2 million, let's say on average, spent on challenges, and you have 459 respondents, that's basically, $4,357 spent by these respondents. So what I found the most interesting from this, and the main takeaways, is number one, get some real experience with a paper trading or demo account before you get in, because usually it takes about a week to get used to the platform. Expect to spend a couple, $1,000 at least, a couple $1,000 maybe, and expect not to pass your first challenge. It may take a couple of challenges in order to get it right. But don't be too discouraged, because according to the statistics, 90% do not lose. It's more like 60%. So the odds are slightly more in favor of you. And, keep trading those broker accounts, because the most people realize that having a broker account alongside the prop trading account is very, very beneficial. So based upon the information I shared here, you may want to consider opening an account with Axie Select. Axie is one of our prop trading partners, and Axie Select is their funded trader program. It's completely free. You don't have to pay any challenges. You don't have to waste $4,000. And if you look at the statistics, most people are trading their broker account alongside their prop trading account. So if that's really what the path to successful prop trading is, then Axie offers you the opportunity to trade up to $1 million in capital. Now, all you need to do is to deposit $500. That $500 that you deposit is completely withdrawable. You can trade it like a normal broker account. You can withdraw it as you need. And so, it's just a good opportunity to trade the broker account, build your way up to their funded trading, and with far less rules, while at the same time trading with these prop firms. So it just takes a $500 deposit to get started, and it's not for U.S. traders, but if you're outside of the U.S., you can qualify. It's no fees whatsoever, no challenge fees, no registration fees. Build your record there, and eventually, if you are a profitable prop trader, you may realize what that survey shows, which is that most people end up not just trading their prop trading account, but their prop trading account and their broker account. So try to earn the funding with your prop firm, while at the same time building your record with the broker, so that you can also get access to their funded account. So more information is in the description below of this video, and I hope you learned something, because I found the survey very valuable in terms of information on the success of prop traders. And I wish you all good luck. This is Kathleen, and please subscribe to the channel if you don't do so already for more prop trading tips, news, and updates.